in this episode.
Because I felt like a mistake. I couldn't allow myself to talk to my friends about acne who never had acne. Long period of time, I was very embarrassed. Even to show that I'm influencer. We are egoistic creatures in general to care firstly about our needs and beauty standards. To earn their profits, they create so many insecurities inside us. With AI tools, you will see people who actually do not exist in the real world.
And I see a person with some obvious skin conditions, right? But I see we have many interests in common. Would I kiss this guy or no, considering this thing?
I was on so many dates with guys who were sharing their acne journeys with me.
You're the first skin positivity influencer in Ukraine. What was the motivation to start your blog?
Motivation to start my blog was my desperation and the huge desire to share my story, at least with somebody, even though people online whom I don't see, I don't know these people, but I couldn't allow myself to talk to my friends about acne who never had acne or to family members. I was so embarrassed and ashamed. I decided that Instagram could be my safe space to share my real me, all the story I care for many years, and I couldn't allow myself to speak up about that. So it was the end of 2018 when I made my first Instagram post with no makeup, with no filters, with no Photoshop, anything. When I had breakouts on my skin, and I wrote a skin positivity post about embracing myself in the skin I am. And my friends, acquaintances started writing me, "Oh my God, I have never imagined that you have acne. I never noticed that you have this problem." Yeah, because I never talked about that. I was so ashamed to share a hygiene issue. Of course, it's not, but still in many situations, people think that it's your problem that you don't do enough for your skin. But no, even having all the skincare routines, following nutrition, exercising, not eating sweets, dairy, and so on, I still had problems, and I was so ashamed that I can't change my skin. I can't manage that. You know, like when you're losing the control over your body and you don't know what to do. And I was so inspired by other girls on Instagram and YouTube who started sharing their acne journeys. And I realized, oh my God, I'm not alone. So as alone as not alone, so there are so many people probably in the world who go through the same issues and challenges. And my Instagram was always something personal to share. I used to have severe acne condition, the third stage of acne, when my face literally had almost no painless area. My face was fully covered with acne. There is very painful acne that was bleeding, and my face, and the result was covered with scars. But yeah, I got such a relief after that. You carry something inside you, and finally you leave it with no expectations what other people think. It changes inside.
Wow.
Like it
Me
changes many
personally, I
things
found it
inside
super
you.
courageous to be actually able and willing to share such personal stuff. Because I remember when we met on Tinder, like I saw your profile. Yeah, another story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
another
and I saw
story.
your profile and Instagram profile because it was connected, and I saw like, oh my gosh, this girl is super courageous, and I want to talk with her, I want to get to know her. Wow.
It was a time, like we'll talk about it later about dating experience, but there was a time when you saw my profile when I was on my brave stage, when I was not ashamed to share my Instagram profile. For me, like not for years because I don't use Tinder so much, but for a long period of time, I was very embarrassed. Even to show that I'm influencer, that I had acne, that I went through all these stages. I was so embarrassed to share that. But yeah, when you saw my profile already, it was
Yeah.
the
And how did
time
you
when I
feel
was proud of
when you
myself.
shared the first post related to your acne issue?
As I said, it was like a huge relief. I was nervous. I don't want to say that it was so easy for me to post that. No, like, yeah, back to 2018, I think I was just it took me several hours to post it or not to post what other people will think about me. But I was finally doing something not for others' opinions, but for myself. Because first thing, we are the worst enemies and critics. And as I said, people even never noticed my acne issues that I was struggling so much. No, because people usually focus on their problems first, right? Like we are holistic creatures in general to care firstly about our needs and then about others, about our appearance and then about others' appearance. And when I posted, I realized, yeah, I saw like it was going to be worse than in reality. In reality, I got the best audience ever, the most supportive audience ever, made from people who are going through the same issues or went through similar issues in the past, or just who want to support you. It's not obligatory that only people with acne will understand you, of course, but there are so many kind people with open hearts who are willing to help and write, "You're doing great. I'm proud of you. You look so beautiful." I, to be honest, my confidence in the past really improved thanks to my audience, thanks to skin positivity community. I was giving my story and my support, and my followers were
Yeah,
giving
thank you a lot.
their support and
Uh,
love.
Many influential people they emphasize the importance of your surrounding, and it's for a reason. Guys, if you surround with not the right people who are being toxic and critique, we highly recommend to avoid those people and find those people who actually support you, believe in you, and help you grow. Exactly.
Exactly, even though if these are your family members or closest friends, but there are so many. Sometimes people do this unconsciously. People even don't realize they can harm you because it's from their background, from their habits that they do it repeatedly all the time. And it wasn't their intention to harm you, but if you notice that
For
there are
sure,
so
for
many
sure.
ways to
And
work on
I believe
these
many people they
issues.
struggle with self acceptance issues, whether it's skincare, skin related condition, or weight gain. And maybe you could give some like best recommendations of how to actually accept yourself.
Yeah, I'm breathing so deeply now because I think it's never ending story, because we are learning to accept ourselves as long as we live, because our body is not something stable. We are growing, we are getting older, and there will be one thing finally you accept it. For example, yeah, I accepted acne, and I'm still doing something for my skin, like doing some treatments. Maybe I will go on the second round of Accutane. I don't know. I'm still in this process, but I accepted this. But then I'm getting older. I know that I will get wrinkles, for example, and it will be another thing to accept, or I will get gray hair. And in our world, where the society, even not society, but beauty standards, to earn their profits, they create so many insecurities inside us. It will be always a battle how you should look like to fit these norms. I think to accept ourselves, we need, or probably to go somewhere to the mountains and to sit there and to see no billboards, no magazines, no advertisements, and maybe no mirrors. And it's not really possible in our world. On another way, literally filter a lot of things we get nowadays, because what we see online, most of the times it's fake. The filters, the face masks we can use on TikTok, on Instagram, the quality is insane that you will never realize that it's a filter. Yeah, and plus with AI tools, you will see people who actually do not exist in the real world. You will see actors, you just see creators programmed by AI tools, by machine learning, but not, these are not people. And we will believe because we don't really can understand all the time, is it true or not, what we see. And for my self-confidence, for now, to give specific recommendations, it's difficult because I went through therapy not once, through different approaches, and helped me a lot. I worked a lot with my past. But realizing that you are not only your body, yes, you're your body, it's true, but you're not only your skin, but you're also your skills, your voice, your eyes, your hobbies, the colors you like, the music you listen to, your arms, your sports you like, people you surround yourself, coffee or tea you drink, choices you make daily. This is also you, not only skin. If to write that down, who are you, and are you based only on your skin? No. And I'm sure even though sometimes we struggle with things like health issues, we are not really able to change fully, like acne or some genetical issues. But as long as we know that we are not only this disease,
Yeah,
the
it's a
life
good it's a
gets
good
a
point, I
bit
guess.
easier.
So guys,
Yeah,
no skin condition, yeah, no skin condition, no any other issue defines who
I
you
hope it
are.
helps.
Your actions define who you are, and your heart, yeah, exactly. Um, if you wouldn't have those bullying experiences in this issue, do you think you would be more confident person, more strong person that you are right now, or to help you to be who you are right now?
That's such an interesting question, Dmytro. Actually, I was thinking about that. What I know exactly, talking to different people, like for example, who also are dealing with acne, these people have such a big heart, everyone. And sometimes I think that if I wouldn't if I wouldn't have acne in the past, never dealt with that, I was thinking about what kind of person could I be, and I think maybe I would be more bitchy person. I don't know. Um, I think I would rather focus more on my appearance in my past than on my knowledge, than on my brain. It took me many years to realize my beauty. really many years. I started to see my beauty only when I was 21 or even older. It took a lot. So before I just close this part. And I don't know what kind of person could I be without that. Yeah, I used to go to a modeling school. I also quit that because of my skin. And I wanted to be a model. Very sincerely, I wanted to be a model, but I couldn't fit to the standards at all. I never regret for the experiences I get. Just I know I want to share that thing that experiences we get, they could be both positive and negative that affect our choices and future development. And I wish for everyone and for myself too to have more positive choices or situations that influence us rather than negative ones. Because through, like this kind of quote, through pain we grow, but we can also grow through happiness. And for my future life, like since now, I just been already an adult and making conscious choices regarding people, surrounding, and other things. I wish to have, and I will work on that, to have more
Yeah,
positive
thank you a
situations that
lot.
affect me, not only
And
negative.
being who you are right now, if you had a chance to be face to face with you, 15 years old you, what would you say to that girl?
Dmitry
Keep calm,
asking
you're
such
helping a lot of
questions that
people.
I'm crying. uh, I didn't expect to have such a podcast. But okay, sure. I would hug myself a lot. And I would say, like, I would hug me 15 years old, and I would say so many compliments to myself, a lot of them. I will encourage, I would buy dresses. I will try to help myself to feel beautiful finally in my body who I am because I felt like a mistake. I was thinking that something is wrong with me for many years. Actually, most of my life. I felt like a mistake that something is wrong with me. I'm ugly. I don't allow I'm not allowed to be loved. I'm not allowed to love. I would say that actually, no, it's not true that I'm beautiful, that it's okay, that it's normal to have skin issues. You're not alone. I would buy myself so many presents, literally, that I deserved to get some fun in my life, not just stress, because my teenage years were quite stressful. I rather remember more negative moments of my teenage years than positive ones. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you a
that's
lot for this
the thing I
answer,
would do.
sincere answer. I think it's important to learn how to love yourself, even if you're going through such challenges. Even if there is no people to say that you are doing good job or I love you, say to yourself, like, list all the things you love about yourself. Say in front of the mirror and say, I love you, who you are. You know, it's important just to say it. I was going through this affirmations thing with a therapist, and she emphasized on the on importance of doing those
Mm-hmm.
affirmations. You know, list all
Mm-hmm.
the good thing about yourself and say it. You'll feel so much better.
Yes, and I'm sure that at the beginning it's so difficult to say to yourself, "I love you." Usually, at least it was for me difficult.
Well,
I don't know how
we
it
will
was for
get to
you,
it,
Dmytro.
but I can say that now I'm I'm in love with myself.
Let's celebrate self-love.
Also, another question. What would
Amazing.
you tell to
Amazing.
all your bulliers if you have this possibility to actually see all of them? You're like let's say 20-meter high, and they are small, and you have possibility to spread the message to all of them. What would you say to those bulliers?
It's a very interesting question because when we at school, because I was bullied only like in this school time and through dancing class, and I remember this person, and I don't care at all about this person anymore, and I saw so many bullies, not regarding my side, but to others and other my classmates. And these people are nothing. Like for now, for me, for other people, all this harsh, traumatic experience they were trying to took uh, from themselves and to put on others, because bullies are becoming bullies, not just they have nothing to do, but probably it's going through many stages, like family and other classmates, to pretend that they are cool and so on. I'm just sorry for them. Um, I even don't want to talk to them. Literally, I can be sorry for this, that they were so miserable at the time, that they were only to express this
Yeah, I think it's a
poison
really
and that's so.
it's a huge point actually for those who are going through the same struggles, like bullying at school or just people who spread negativity towards them. Just understand, like, this person is sharing negative stuff.
Yeah,
He or she saying is he or she saying mean things. Like, what kind of person she is or he? Like, we should feel sorry for them, right?
if somebody from our listeners right now are bullied at school, at university, or something, guys, just be sorry for these people. Maybe you can just literally say them, I'm sorry that you're going through such tough situation in your life that you need to become bully and to express all
Yeah,
your
and probably those
negativity
people are
on
not
innocent
happy with their
people,
lives.
because it's true.
Yes. Maria,
Yeah,
your story is
yeah, exactly.
such an inspiration for many who are going through severe acne or other issues. Like, what message or lesson would you like to share with our listeners who may go into the same challenges or struggles related to skin issues or any other aspect of their life?
I would say that firstly, it's going to be better. From my experience, I know that if you're dealing with skin conditions with acne, it's going to be better, and it's important to trust the process. And we are living in a fast developing world, and even though right now, yeah, it's difficult to battle acne and to accept that the medicine, the system, it's not staying. And so many cool things appear to improve our skin faster. So we are living in a great world right now. We are living in great times in terms of technologies. So that's my message to give you kind of hope. But from another side, for example, I'm sitting with you right now and I have acne here on my cheeks, my forehead, and it doesn't make me worse. And if you have acne on your face, on your back, or other body parts, it doesn't make you worse. You are still worth to love, live, be loved, enjoy your life, because life is really short and it can be taken very fast by many situations. And if you don't enjoy it, maybe start doing it now. Yeah. That's
Exactly. Yeah, life is short, and you
that's
never know
my
when
message.
the time will come, right? And you have to enjoy it fully.
Dmytro, I have some questions to you also.
Uh,
As I
I
know you
wouldn't
have
say
never
so.
experienced
I
acne,
had some acne
right?
when I was teenager. It wasn't severe acne, but there were
Mm-hmm.
some moments when I had like really huge
Mm-hmm.
pimples, like on my nose, just huge things.
That could be like poverty,
Yeah, I
like
remember this.
hormonal
I had this
changes, yeah, but
really
it
huge
went.
pimple on my nose, just on the top, like here, and I had to go to this. Yeah, and I had
Yeah,
to go to the school and
somebody
know that
was in love.
my nose looks like I'm an alcoholic, you know.
I don't know if it's common in many countries, but in Ukraine it's common to say if you have a pimple on your nose, it means that somebody is in love with
Maybe,
you.
maybe.
So yeah,
Yeah.
somebody was in a big love with you. Dmytro, right now, uh, living in your young years, going on dates, would you date a woman with acne? I have heard on my own that some men reject dating a woman with acne just because they consider that she doesn't do enough for her skin, that it's a hygiene issue. But what are your thoughts on this perception?
Whenever we want to meet someone, for example, it's a dating app, right? How do you usually decide whether you want to meet this person or no? Probably we have
Yeah,
some setup of our basic interests in this application, right? And if we match with those interests, we are more likely to meet this person. So let's say I'm swiping my, I don't know, Tinder or Bubble or whatever it is, and I see a person with some obvious skin conditions, right? But I see we have many interests in common. I First of all, I would be interested to get to know this person based on the overlapping interests first. So for me, like it's not like a deal breaker, like skin condition. I'm open to meet anybody, but for me, it's important to have some overlapping life values and interests. That's define whether I wanna date this person or no.
I totally get it and I agree with that. And for example, regarding offline dating, when you see pretty woman on the street because you like offline dating too, and she has acne, severe acne. What are your thoughts on about her on this thing? Or if you ever think about skin or not? For me, as a woman who really struggled a lot with my confidence because of acne, and I never considered myself beautiful during many years. And because most of people who are dealing with acne, 70% are females,
Yeah, I think
it's
in the modern
interesting
world,
to know what you
it's
think.
inevitable that people judge people by their look first. Because you see, like even when you date someone and you just first see a person, a guy, you probably evaluate his look, his outfit, right? Like the way he dresses up, or the way he takes care of him or her, right? And it's inevitable. And I think if I said that I wouldn't care about it, I would be a liar. So of course I will understand that I will notice this condition, yeah. But as I said, it's not like a deal breaker for me. If I find this person interesting enough, uh, I will be open to get to know her.
I think just realizing again that if you care about how you look like in terms of not just skin, it matters because if you can't control your skin, it's
Yes.
one thing, but you can control what you wear, how your hair look like, your nails, are
Yeah,
they
for example,
clean
like
or
I have
not,
this problem with skin when my
such
skin is
things.
flaking sometimes. I don't know why, but there are some like for example in winter when it's cold, I have a huge problem with
Hmm.
flaky skin. Like and imagine like in this area like in my mustache, I have this flaky
Hmm.
skins and I just imagine how a girl would feel like when
Mm-hmm.
she see it, and she imagining, okay, would I kiss this guy or no, considering this thing. And maybe it's a question for you, like, what do you think about it? Like,
For me, it's already, as a skin enthusiast, I would ask you if you need any help, if you need any skincare recommendations. And of course, I'm not asking that from the first meeting, like the first date, and I ask you,
yeah,
do you need any skincare products? No, I don't do that. But in general, Dmytro, I was on so many dates with guys who were sharing their acne journeys with me. They went on Accutane or not, when they had acne, how they were struggling. And it was not that I saw that they have skin issues on their profile. No, but just they saw me, they found my page, for example, and and I became like a first person to talk about acne, to share that because I was the only one person who could understand them, that they were going through so many mental issues, struggles with acne. I was like, yeah, I get you. And it happened to me, I think, already 5 times for sure, or even more. I don't remember, but people aside
yeah,
go
for sure,
through
for sure.
their problems too. So I wouldn't suggest any,
Okay,
of
okay.
course, skincare
So
products,
let's
but
say if
actually I
we
don't care.
met on a dating application, we met first time, and I have this thing, you will still be up to getting to know this person.
Of course. Actually, for me, it's a kind of life hack, not life hack, but I'm kind of saying what I'm thinking very often, and it's such a relief sometimes to share that, oh my God, right now my skin is so sensitive because of the wind. When you share this, even like on a date, it gets so easier. Like, for example, yeah, you are talking and then you feel, oh my God, my skin is so sensitive right now that like sometimes it's difficult to talk because of this sensitivity, at least like it was for me when I was on Rakuten. And you then you see the reaction of this person and you understand. Like usually
Hmm.
usually there's not
Like,
a
have you ever considered
problem
your
for
skin
anyone.
condition as a natural filter for people who are not willing to be with you and appreciate who you are?
Yeah, through dating apps. It was such a filter when at the beginning, the most painful filter in my life because I cried a lot from this situations when I didn't write my Instagram profile or TikTok inside the dating app description, but when the guys were asking me for my profile link, I was sending to them and they stopped communicating. They stopped. And actually, it could be a different reason. It could be not just because of acne. In my mind, at the beginning, as a very low self-esteem person with no confidence, I always thought it's because of my skin, because they consider me ugly or something. No, it could be so many reasons. They could consider, oh my God, it's an influencer. I don't want to date influencer. Some of them would think, oh my God, she's too popular, and I don't deserve your attention. It's we don't know what in our other people's minds. We don't know why people reject us. But at that point, yeah, it was a filter to reject people who can't accept me.
And I just want to say that I'm
Therapy
super
session.
grateful for having this honest conversation. You share so many interesting thoughts through just emotions, through tears. But I think like many people will resonate with this and maybe find it helpful. If you can help at least one person, and probably we are doing something right in this world.
Yes, I'm sure. And we are here, Dmytro, with a great mission why we are launching this podcast to help people to feel happy inside themselves, in their lives, despite all the world challenges and inner challenges we are going through. And it's important to have each other with whom you can talk, share. And I'm super grateful for this conversation
Yeah, thank you a
and for
lot.
your
Also,
questions.
guys, it's as I said, as we
It
said,
was
it's only our
amazing.
first podcast, and we want to make it better and better. So we will share it on the as many platforms as possible. And if you have some thoughts, maybe how to improve this, please share it. Reach out to us and say what we can improve and what we can actually share with you, so we can make it even better and helpful.
And we'll be very grateful for your subscription, for your likes, comments, anything. We are launching this podcast on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcast. So you have many choices to join our podcast, Wellness in Chaos. And we are super excited for this journey with each other,
Subscribe.
with Dmytro, and also with you guys.
See you in the next episode. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Okay, bye bye, guys.
In the next episode, I will share with you how my childhood traumas led to overeating, how I managed to lose those 20 kilos and become the person I am right now, self confident, disciplined, and motivated.